Hey, Kool-aid Krew, somebody give me a 5 for 5 and we'll get going here. But as you guys do that for me, I'll go ahead and get started so not to waste your time. As I should have been here earlier, and yeah, I wasn't. So, anyway, this is SDO, Extreme Ultraviolet. It is images from the sun, from our perspective, and as you can see those little flashes, those are flares. We're going to be talking about some of those. They sent a couple of those sent some solar storms our way, and we'll take a better look at that here in just a minute. Right here, guys, this is Soho. This is a satellite a million miles closer to the sun than what we are, and this is a coronagraph, and you can see some of the eruptions happening, and a few of those we'll be able to double check and look at this and see if any of those are coming our way. And I do believe some of them are. And we will be just taking a deeper look at that. So can you guys give me a 5 for 5 in there? Anybody got 5 for 5? 5 for 5. Just need somebody to say yes before I move. Oh, there it is. George got it. Thank you, George. Hey, J-Poss. Guys, I'm sorry I wasn't here earlier. I had every intention of being, and I fell asleep. And my wife and my daughter went to a basketball game where she was performing, helping some little girls perform. It was like a teaching thing, and her friends, my wife and her friends, and my daughter went to that game, and I fell asleep. I was going to live stream during that, and yeah, here I am. They're home. They just got home. So, anyway, I am so sorry about that. But we're going to keep moving forward anyway. So, okay. So, yes, we got into some geomagnetic storming, and you can see this. Look at this. We've been in and out for a couple days now. Anytime you see that 5, that means that we were at least at a G1. That means we got to a 5 on the KP, which is a index they use to measure geomagnetic activity. And, yeah, so you see a G1, G2, all the way up through there. And just like a thunderstorm warning system, the higher it is, the more intense things are. So, and for what we're talking about here, we are seeing more and more aurora with lower level storms nowadays. It wasn't like that, 20 years ago, but now it is. And there's a lot of reasons why that could be. Most people think it's because our magnetic field is weakening, and I think it's a legit thing. I think that's legit, very legitimate. I can't say for sure. I'm not an aurora expert or a magnetic field expert, but it does beg to kind of be true, I guess, if it's, if we're seeing aurora that we, during certain level storms that we didn't used to see, you got to ask what's causing it. And I do think that this is a legitimate thought. It's in my opinion, this is part of it, if not the biggest part of why. And as you can see there, that, and listen guys, we don't know exactly how as technology gets better, our measuring gets better. So there's some, plus or minus there when we're talking about what's actually being measured. And how accurate it was 20 years ago. Who knows? Well, if you were here 20 years ago measuring it, you do know, but sometimes the measuring gets more precise. And it's not always the case, but in this case, I do, when you start hearing visuals, like people seeing aurora and they're saying that it's more than what it used to be, then you could, that's when you could say, hey, yeah, I think that's probably a pretty good conclusion there. So that's what we'll do. You're welcome, Don. Hey, Jammer, good to see you, bud. Hey, Piper Lynn. I know, again, hey, J-Poss, good to see everybody in there. I am so sorry I'm late. Again, I had every intentions, and I was going to do a members only, and I don't think I'm going to be able to tonight. So it's just going to be tomorrow. Guys, in case you don't know, my life is just a little bit hectic right now. Dealing with some health issues with my wife and myself. And my daughter's graduating this year. And, I'm not going to go into detail because I don't want my channel to be about all that junk. But I'm usually here every night, and I haven't been the past month and a half. Um, I've been, well, I'll just be honest with you. I've been struggling pretty bad, as far as just being able to make time, being able to, well, mentally. I'll just put it that way. That's the best way to describe all of it for me. And so just I'm saying that only. I don't want any sympathy. I'm not looking for that. Okay. So please don't. I know you guys care. I really do. I just want you guys to understand why and how that's not going to stay the same. It's going to get. Yeah. I'm going to make it better. Is what I'm saying. And I'm attempting to do so. And sometimes the plans that you put out just don't. And I think what I'm going to have to do, guys, is just quit saying, hey, I'm going to do this 2 or 3 days down the road, and then I can't, and then something happens and I can't follow through with it. Because when I say, hey, I'm going to do this, I have every intentions of doing it, guys. It's not like there's no other reason to say something like that, and I know that I've done that a lot lately. So I apologize to you guys for that, and thank you for understanding. It's just one of those things. Hey, Surgery, good to see you. Hey, Briar. What is, hey, Hope Between Your Dreams, good to see you. Hey, Steven Hoppison, and I don't usually stop and say hi at this point either, but I'm going to just because I jacked it all up earlier. But yeah. Hey, Wise Jen, good to see you. Thank you for being so consistent. You guys you're here almost first every time. You're always here. So I appreciate you. I really do. Hey, Josie, good to see you. If anybody has seen Planet Hermit, let me know just so I know that they're okay. That's all. I just want to make sure that they're okay. That's all. So when I don't see some people that are usually here, I just ask to make sure that they're okay because I do get a little concerned. Oh goodness. And I seen Butterfly in here too earlier, and I was good to see her because she hadn't been able to get to the live streams very often lately. Well, for a few months now, and that's okay. That's very much okay, especially when you're dealing with your own stuff. So, all right, guys. So this is another extreme ultraviolet. Notice that the coronal holes are going away, right? And that's because they've rotated off. The equatorial regions of the sun actually rotate faster than what the actual pole regions do. The sun's not a rock. That's why it can do that. So the equatorial regions they do rotate faster than the pole regions, and that's also why we get sunspots in the places that we do. So I'm changing the angstrom of light that we're going to look at here on SDO, in case you guys are wondering what the heck is going on there. Hey, Miss Constitutional Rights, good to see you. But I do appreciate people, doing the donations of memberships and stuff for other people. I think I got a few I could donate tonight. If you guys want to, I'll let you guys know right before I do it. And whoever's most active in the chat, the algorithm gives it to that person. So I'm able to give you guys some tonight. So that's what I'm going to do. To try to make up for whatever just being inconsistent. I've been very inconsistent, and I am so sorry. I'm not going to make excuses. You guys, I've already told you why and everything, and I'm just not going to sit here and dwell on that. And the reason I even talk about it again, because I feel bad. Yeah, that's just not me. I say I'm going to do something. I'm on it. I do it. And the past about a month and a half, 2 months now, my life got kind of flipped, and it's just what it is. I can't change that part. I would change the bad parts, but I wouldn't change my life, if that makes any sense. Okay, so we got we got sunspots here. These sunspots are you probably fit Earth inside one of those. And, well, I guess I should just come back over here to SDO first. This was interesting, okay? I need to go back another day. Let's do that first. Okay? I want to show you guys something pretty interesting here. At least I thought it was interesting. Hey, Patrick, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. appreciate you a bunch, man. Let's see here. Let me need to get that. I have hey, there you are, Planet Hermit. Thank you. Oh my God, thank you for just doing that. Thank you. Yes, I'm glad you're okay. Thank you. You really had me worried. I'm not even kidding. I've been worried about you. I really have. I'm so glad you didn't need to do that. That is not why oh my God, thank you. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that's not again, once again, Planet Hermit, I'm humbled by your generosity. It's just, yeah. God, I wish I could give more back to you. You know, I just, yeah. Anyway, thank you for that. That was awesome. Whoever got those, please tell him thanks. Yeah. If you guys don't know, the memberships are $4. He just gifted 10 of them. So, yeah, and let me see here. I don't want to. Let's see here. Let's see if I can't find. And Patrick, you're awesome, brother. That is so cool. Thank you for that. I just want to make sure that you know that I appreciate that. That is, anytime somebody does anything like that, I don't care if it's 5 cents. It is just as humbling as anything else. It truly is, because again, and I've said this 1,000 times, guys, you guys are listening to some redneck hillbilly. No, that's okay. No, you ain't got to apologize for not being here. I just like to know you're okay. That's all. When I have regulars that aren't here, I truly worry about you. I know it might sound weird because we're on the internet, but nowadays, guys, the internet is, I tell you, I have more friends on the internet than I don't, in my real life. It is crazy. But anyway, so let me get back to this. So I know I'm kind of skipping through here. And let's see here. So anyway, I found this to be very, very interesting. This is that coronal hole. Now remember, it's a hole in the corona, the atmosphere. So I want to make sure that that's what everybody understands. This coronal hole is what caused the solar storm. And I'll show you the magnetosphere here in a minute. But as you got this opened up, it exposed the surface of the sun. The surface of the sun is black on this image because it's colder. The surface of the sun's colder than the atmosphere. Yeah, the surface of the sun's colder than its surface. Anyway, yeah, so you got high-speed particles just flowing out of that. All right, and because the atmosphere is not there, we connect to it magnetically, and it just, it's plasma. It's a charged gas. That's when we say highly charged particles. That's what we're talking about. Okay, so they get here magnetically mostly, unless there's an eruption. If there's an eruption, yes, there is some physical boof blast that gets has to be computed by the computers to figure out when it's going to get here. But the coronal hole streams, the particles we get from that, the plasma, is mainly got here magnetically. Okay, so that's just what I'll say. But yeah, okay, so let's but what I found interesting about this, you're going to see a sunspot. This doesn't happen often. It's going to cut this coronal hole in half. I almost told you guys about this 3 days ago, and I didn't because it wasn't, the solar storm was still playing out. But check this out. Watch. Here, I'll just do it this way. Watch right here. Look at that. I mean, it literally just cut that coronal hole in half like that. I don't know that I've seen a sunspot just pop up in the middle like that. Now, I know they do. It's just I haven't visually seen something that, that unique. It's not like something is wrong. I'm not saying that at all. I'm pointing this out because it's interesting that it was very, very visual. It was directly facing us, so we were able to get a really good image of it. You know, this probably happens way more than we know because we only get to see half the sun, guys, at best. So, yeah, so you see that. Now, notice how you got these other pops here going on too. Look, see that? That was a flare and a small little poof, right? Now, if you get a CME right around these coronal holes, they will actually help steer them. And the reason why is magnetics. If the magnetic fields inside the solar wind coming out of the sun is negative, and then the magnetic fields inside of a CME are positive, they're going to draw to one another, and it's going to kind of pull it one direction or the other. And if it's the same, if the magnetic fields are the same polarity, then guess what? They push away. So yeah, that's a thing. Okay, and that's what I'll say. And by the way, guys, I'm going to mention something. I really wasn't going to mention this because I don't typically do on stories like this, but I highly suggest, and just for whatever side you're on in this, I guess this subject of research and all of that, there's a channel, and I'll have to show it to you. Her name is Sabine, and I believe she's German, and she's a physicist, and she has a YouTube channel, and I've been watching her for a long time. And she put out a video, was it today or yesterday, about an email she received 10 years ago. And she had held on to it because she didn't know she really wanted to talk about it. Well, she talked about it. And I'm not even going to say what it was about. So if you guys want to go check her out, please do. And because I'm not about talking about drama. You all know that, right? The only reason why I bring it up is because she talks about the research, and that's the only reason why I bring it up. And I don't care who's right or wrong in the drama part of it, because I don't care. I don't get into that crap. But it is worth going over there and listening and seeing. So let me. I tell you what. Before I go further here, I will. Oops. Hey. Okay. So what do I want to do here? Well. Crap. Well, I'll just do it this way. If you guys go down to my subscription list, okay, and what oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, here we go. Hold on. All right. Hopefully you guys can see this. I think you can. Her name is Sabine, and she just calls the channel her name. Okay, it is right there. Okay. So here's her channel. Again, I am not going to get into the drama part of it because I am not a professional scientist. I am not any kind of education like that, so I can't even speak to this. I just thought that this was very, very interesting, and I can tell you this much: she is very, very upset. This is her latest video. Actually, it was 11 hours ago. I guess I caught it when it was. Oh wow! This thing is catching. This thing is going viral. I didn't see that. See, I probably don't have to say nothing to you because this is probably going to smack the community right in its face. This is not a... How can I say this? This is not a friendly video. at the nicest day, right? And again, I don't pick sides on anything like this. You know, I'll have an opinion, but typically it does me no good to put that opinion because what I do is I nowcast. These guys are professional physicists, and they do research, and the papers and the whole community, it's their own community, right? I'm not in that part of it, so I'm not going to sit here, but I would highly suggest you guys come over here and watch this, okay? She will show you the email that was written. She gives you what she thought was going on, all this other stuff, right? I will say this. She is a very, very intelligent person, okay, when she's talking about the science, and she's got some really cool videos. That's why I watch her. And it, like, my chin about hit the floor this afternoon when I seen her post that. I've never seen her do anything like that. And that's another reason why I wanted to show it to you. Because typically people that don't do those kinds of things and they come out and do that, hey Jeremy, good to see you. Thank you. Thank you for that. And thank you for being a major part of this community. You're always here, man. I do appreciate you. But please come over here and check this out. Again, I'll tell you what I'll do here real quick. Let's copy. And then I will, oh crap. Now I gotta go back to my stinking, jacked that up, didn't I? You're gonna hear me double talk here for a minute. Watch, hold on. It's gonna, like, you get an echo. Copy. See? So what I need to do is I have to pop this back out, guys. I'm so sorry. I don't like doing this, but it just is what it is. Let me get this overlay real quick, like. Copy. See, you guys don't usually see that. After I pop that out, you guys won't be able to see it, I don't think. You'll see the you guys can't see what I had to do there. I have to copy a link right there, or a HTTPS, a site. It's for the chat box. If you guys don't know, you guys can pop out your chat box. If you guys go up to the three little dots in the chat in your own device, you will see that you can actually pop your chat out. It could be it'll be a separate window. So if you're watching something and then you still say I don't know, maybe you're in the chat talking, say, like, I'll tell you what I do a lot is I'll listen to Marfugal with my chat box popped out, and then if I have to go look at something real quick, I still have the chat up, and I'll pop over and look at what I need to look at, and then go back to Marfugal. But my chat's still there, so it makes it's really cool. If you don't know you could do that, I think I would if I was you. But yeah. Okay. So, let's do this. Let's, yeah. I am so sorry. I should have never, crap. Okay. Paste. There you go. Okay. We should be good now. Alrighty then. Back on the wheels here. So, yeah. So, we do have other eruptions to worry about here. When I say worry, is just look and watch. Okay, I'm not saying we need to worry about anything. Y'all know I don't do that. I don't worry about crap. I don't worry about nothing. So, you can see there, eruption there on the bottom, right? That's going off the backside, I believe. This may not be. So, if you want to know what could be coming at us, you can come over here to Soho. This is Seeds. It's a website by George Mason University, okay? And all of the CMEs it detects, it's over here, down here on the bottom. So we can look at them individually, and we don't have to, like, just go through timestamps and stuff like that. So, hey Trinity, good to see you. Always know when you're in the chat, because it lights up blue for about 5 miles. You got one of the longest YouTube names, but I love it. I love it. Anyway, so if we go back here to the 14th, you see the energy poking around this Coulter disk, right? When that happens, that means that's a CME. We try to find out if it's going to hit us or not. And when you get a bunch like we've had, right? Like within hours of each other, it's hard to track it. They even have a hard time tracking it sometimes. Okay? So what I do is I'll come over here to the model. That's the best way to do it. Okay? This is a Enlil spiral model. And we get to see solar wind. It'll show solar wind streams and CMEs. So the speed's on the bottom and density's at the top. So if we see it, it'll show us CMEs popping off if it happens. So as I come here and boom, there's one. Look, see? See how it sideswipes Earth right there? It's pretty interesting, huh? That's a very interesting CME anyway. And they do think it's going to at least give us some sort of a hit. And the reason I say that, See the velocity here? It's showing at like a 675 velocity when it gets here. So when that does get here, that could have been what's hit us already, right here, because it's, well, the 15th's about gone. So this is what's already really happened. It might be a little different when they update this again, because they'll already have that data, because this is forecasted out. All right, but this hit here hasn't happened yet. So that's from a CME. Okay, it's that CME right there, that weird shaped one. So is it going to be a big deal? It doesn't look to be. Okay, it looks like it could be a fairly minor hit, if a huge hit at all. I don't know, right? But let me do this. Let's go here. All right, guys, I'm gonna be giving away some of the memberships here. I'm gonna give you guys about 3 or 4 minutes, okay? So if you guys want a chance of getting one of those free memberships, start talking in the chat, okay? Anyway, so we got geomagnetic storming. It says predicted for the 16th. They're saying another geomagnetic storm tomorrow night about this time, okay? So we got, officially, this is the official forecast from NOAA. That's what they're saying. And it most likely is from just all the extra increase, right? I think a lot of it is because, we stayed up here for so long, and some of this stuff is just hanging out. So let me show you the magnetosphere model, and that way you guys can get a really good idea of what I'm talking about here. So there's velocity, that's speed. This is density, and this is magnetic pressure. So as I push play here, I'm gonna go ahead and run these models, okay? And again, this is speed only up here. You can see where the darker reds are higher speed, the darker blues are the higher speed also. They're the same as the dark reds, they're just moving the opposite direction. You see how this has got a negative and that doesn't? So that means they're opposite in polarities. So when we get hit, it interacts with our magnetic field, and when that happens, it creates this magnetosphere. It's like, it almost looks like a comet, right? Earth almost looks like a comet here. And the reason why is because the energy is coming from left to right from the sun. Okay? But you could, anybody that's never even looked at this model would probably look at this and understand that this is not what it usually looks like. That's just what I'll say on that end of it. It's definitely an uptick there, okay? So if we come look at the velocity, not velocity, but the density. Now remember, when you get higher speed hits like what we're getting, you're going to get lower density most of the time. And the reason why is it's flushing particles out faster. The slower hits, usually that density will kind of collect. It doesn't get pushed out as fast. So it hangs around and more density builds up. Now, there are times we take a massive density hit at the same time as a high speed hit. When that happens, you get your bigger solar storms. Okay? Alright guys, come on, start talking in that chat. Give me a roll call in there. And after the roll call, guys, I'll give those memberships away. And then this is magnetic pressure. Everybody understands pressure, right? And I have to say, this is not all that intense. We've seen it with the bigger storms where the bow shock, which is the first point of contact between space weather and Earth's magnetic field, it is that, well, they call it a bow shock, but it looks like a bow, right? Just like a boat going through water, Earth's going through space. That's really how you can think about it. And even as far as, water finds the path of least resistance, so does most of the plasma. It's gonna do that. That's why it comes in on the poles, and that's why we see aurora where we see aurora. See how those all kind of click together when you start talking about it like that? And it starts making a whole lot of sense to those that have never heard it before. And once you kind of understand that, you really do start getting a deeper understanding of what's going on around you. But anyway, this is not very intense. It's just not. And that's probably why, if we come over here, let me, matter of fact, I'm just going to X out of that one. If we come over here, you're probably going to see, yeah, see how we're dropping down? That's why. It's starting to lighten up some here. And I can show you one more real time. This is an HP and not a KP index. Okay, I'm getting ready to show you. This is a 30-minute average. That's how they plot these. Well, look at that. Okay, so yeah, we did dip down, right? You see this? But then it shot right back up. So I don't know. It's going to reverberate anyway. So we're going to be in and out of storming. We're going to be in and out of a whole lot of this for the next few whatever. So yeah, it would be cool, J-Poss. I hope anybody who gets aurora photography, please send them to me. West Central Minnesota, baby. That's right, Planet Hermit. Northwest Rockies, Kathy B. Sometimes you don't see the sun except on Wages World. I love that. I love that, Kathy. Let's see here. Is that Desiree, Texas? Awesome. Kathy, what's up? And I know where TIGZ's from. New Zealand, baby. That's right. Only coffees. Bruce, you're crazy, man. Karen Myers, Ohio. Good to see you, neighbor. Don Patuca, Utah. What's up? What's up? What is up? Linda, Texas. Another long timer. Surgery 68. What's up, Utah? Shout out. Heck yeah. Inland Empire. Jonathan Earl. Okay. Confused on that one. I'm not sure where that's at. Little T, Ohio. Grass Valley. You kill me every time, J-Poss, with that. California. Anyway, but you can see how we got to almost a G2 here also for a brief amount of time, twice. But it does look like we went back up. Now, see how this updated already? This is 30-minute averages. What you're getting here are 3-hour averages. Not you know, one's not better than the other. It's just when you get a 3-hour average, that's how they do the official forecasting. So you get a more comprehensive, like really average of what actually happened. These are what this HP will do is give you real time. If you want to know what happened 10 minutes ago or 30 minutes ago, you can come look at this. And it'll tell you exactly just that one data collection. So, anyway. Okay. Alright. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and give those memberships out, okay? So, if you guys don't have them, you might. Central Minnesota, baby. Hey, Wise Jen, lower class citizen. Good to see you. I like that, lower class. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Indiana, near Notre Dame University, baby. What's up, Jammer? Stacy, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, Wrath, what's going on? Let's see. Desiree's your name too, Miss Constitutional Rights? That's cool. Yeah, because I just talked to Desiree earlier here. Hey, Miss, what's up, girl? And all right. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're here, lower class. Wise Jen, you're awesome. I already said that. I'm going to keep saying it. Moonshine, what's up? Robert Jules. Is the volcano in Greece going to explode? I cannot tell you whether it will or not. All I can tell you is that when we get coronal holes facing Earth, seismic activity increases. That's in the data. There's no denying that. You can't even question that. And let me say, there are people out there that will argue with you about that. And all you have to do is show them the data and show them a picture of the sun when that data was collected. Okay? And when I say seismic activity, I'm talking earthquakes, geysers, even small stuff. Okay? So keep that in mind. Okay, I'll check it out, Miss Constitutional Rights. For sure. I haven't checked my email in like 2 days, so yeah. 157, baby. Okay, here we go, guys. Let me get this staged up. Ready? Oops, I hit the wrong thing there, guys. Sorry. Free. Oh crap! I have 10 memberships left to give away this month, so I'm gonna give 5 of them tonight. Okay. Spread the word, and I'll give some tomorrow. Okay. So anybody that doesn't have a membership and wants one, and that want a chance of getting one for free, here we go. This is going to be 5 of them, and I'll give 5 away tomorrow. All right. So I hope whoever needs them, I hope you guys get them. Whoever don't need them and gets them anyway, hey, more power to you, right? All right, here we go. Come on, gift them things. Is it going to gift these suckers or not? Did it do it? Didn't do it yet. Alright, hold on a minute. Let's try it again. You guys ready? Alright, it's doing it this time. It just had a brain fart. There you go. Let's see who gets it. Let's see who gets them. Lauren got one. Higgy Higgins got one. Andrew Brown got one, baby. Heck yeah. Post-Apocalypse Wildflower got one. Heck yeah. Kim Richards got one. Guys, if I could pick, I don't know that I would anyway. I don't think that would be good for creators to pick who gets them. Now, what I will say, I think they should let you guys, when you guys gift them, pick. I'm not kidding about that. Because if I was a pick, then it would be like showing favoritism and all that kind of stuff, right? But if you have somebody that you appreciate in the chat, you guys talk every day when somebody does a live stream, they should let you gift them a membership. But it doesn't work that way. So, come back tomorrow. I'm going to give 5 more away, okay, guys? And as the channel grows, and thank you for any new members and any new subscribers. That's why I didn't mean to say members there. I meant to say subscribers. Yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll move on. I do want to touch on this. We still are in a geomagnetic storm watch. It's been extended till tomorrow because of what I said, right? This is spaceweather.com. Please come over here and check out Dr. Tony Phillips. And as you can see, what we got going on here. That's Aurora. Pretty cool stuff. If anybody gets Aurora anywhere, please let me know. Okay? So a little bit of a recap here, just so everybody understands what's been going on. I will say that the flaring activity has slowed down. Today it slowed down. I don't know why. We still have sunspots. It's just that they're not as complex. They're not as unstable. Okay? Geomagnetic storms here. Hey, Patrick, thank you. Appreciate you, bud. Thank you for that. Awesome sauce, baby. Appreciate you. Let's get that highlighted there. There you go. Thank you, Patrick. I really do appreciate that. And anybody else that's done super... Well, let's see here. I can look. Let's see here. Let's look at the... Jeremy's been here for 10 months. Planet Hermit. Let's see here. How long? 9 months. Awesome sauce, baby. And gifted 10 memberships. Patrick did a $2 super chat earlier. And a $10 super chat just a few minutes ago. Awesome. Thank you, guys. I truly appreciate that. You guys, anybody that's been listening to me for a while knows I got a lot of stuff going on in my life. And things are usually pretty consistent around here, but they haven't been. So, well, thank you, Miss Constitutional Rights. I appreciate you. It's not like me to not be consistent. In the past, I will say the past 2 months, I have been horribly inconsistent. I'm not going to sit here and try to just like gloss over that. I think I need to address it because it's not, it's not who how can I say this? It's not who I am, number one. The other thing I would say, it's not what usually happens here. You know, if you go back and look at my content, you'll see that I was doing a live stream every day, at least once. And then stuff happened around here in my house. I'm not going to go over all that stuff tonight. I already talked about it. And about back in December, things got very inconsistent immediately. I'm okay. Everything's okay, so nobody worry about me. It's an explanation. I'm just giving you guys an explanation on what's actually happened. And again, you guys can go back and look at and what I need to do. And I'm going to quit doing this. I'm going to quit saying, hey, I'll be here at such and such time tomorrow. Because I'm just being straight up honest with you guys. I have not been able to hit that in probably a month. It's like almost every time I say, hey, I'm going to be here doing this, something happens and I can't be. And yeah. Yeah. It makes me sick to my stomach. I've done it like 15 times now. And so I guess the only way to move forward is just not to say those kinds of things. And I do apologize for the past here, guy. I really do. I'm just going to have to show you guys that I am here every day. That's my goal. And just so you guys know that. I want to be here every day. It may not be the same time every day, but it's going to be every day. Even if it's an uploaded video. And thank you guys for sticking with me. I get it. You know, I honestly do. And Adam and Dex, they always, you know, pump me up over there on Marfugal and other channels. Ripper, Ron, Mercy Management. We all try to help each other, right? And Trinity was in here earlier. Jammer, hey Josie, good to see you. So I just want you guys to know that. And I'm not going to sit here and waste your guys' time rehashing all that again. Because I do respect your guys' time, and I know that sometimes I get squirreled off. And I stayed pretty focused tonight. I did squirrel a few times just so I could give you guys an explanation. And I thought about, here, let me say this. I thought about writing a script, right? Or at least an outline to have sitting next to me so I could follow it. But then I sit here and I think to myself, people that follow scripts, it isn't bad, but a lot of it just feels unnatural. You know what I mean? I guess an outline wouldn't be like that. It would just kind of keep me focused. Maybe that's what I need to do. Because if I'm trying to read off a teleprompter or something like that, yeah, I don't think that's never going to happen here. I can promise you guys that. But yeah. So, members only, listen up. I am going to do a members only stream tomorrow. I may even get a wild hair at my butt and do it tonight. It just depends. I just know that in the middle of the night, the last few members only have been in the middle of the night, and I don't know if that was fair to everybody. I want to try to hit different timing, and I was going to do that tonight, and I fell asleep. It is my fault. That's on me, guys. I apologize. I am so sorry. Yeah, Miss Dragon, I think you're right there on it. I really do. I think that's probably what I need to do, because I went back and watched a few of my streams, and I do. No, I don't want no teleprompter, Thomas. I just like just an outline to sit next to me so I can stay focused. You know, it's yeah. Doing an edited video, if you squirrel, guess what? You could edit that out. I have always been like this. But if you go look at my earlier content, it's edited videos, and that's why you don't see it. There were nights that I would do my stuff in the middle of the night so not to take time away from my family. There were nights I would do a 15 to 20 minute edited video. It would take me 6 hours to record it. Because I would say something or whatever, and it just didn't sound right to me, and I would scroll off or whatever. And there was times I just had to redo whole videos. It was, yeah. So you guys didn't really get to see all the squirreling until I started doing live streaming. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pop off, guys. We do have another one coming tomorrow. I will be here tomorrow with at least an update. At least that's my goal. I guess I need to quit saying. Well, I guess what I could say is, I'll see you on the next one. How about that? Does that work? And then I will do that. That is one thing. I don't care what happens tomorrow. I'm doing a members only stream. If that's the only thing I get done tomorrow, that's the only thing I get done tomorrow. But I'm doing that. I was trying to do 7 days in a row, and I did 2 or 3, and it then it got all jacked up. So anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow, or on the next one, I guess. It's going to be a hard habit to break. Once I get more consistent, I'll start saying I'll see you guys tomorrow. Because my goal, just to let you guys know, my goal is to be here between 7 and 9 or 7 and 10 Eastern every day. That's what I try to do. And because of my life, and I'm not going to miss my daughter's senior year, and she graduates here this spring. I'm not going to miss anything that's going on with her. That takes priority. But most of the time I know when those things are coming, so I can kind of adjust my time. At least I thought I could, and it never works out that way. I don't understand why, but whatever. All right, guys. I will see. Hey, Trish, good to see you. Hey, Star. But thanks everybody for sticking with me. You guys are awesome. Awesome Wages World fam. I can't even tell you how much I appreciate you. And anybody that's ever just been here and said a kind word. It means the world to me when I get good complimenting comments, and I'm human, guys. So, good words makes me feel better. Bad words, not so much. But I got thick skin now, thicker than what I used to. I used to, yeah, I used to not feel so thick-skinned. I mean, I used to get my feelings hurt bad. I never addressed it because that's just not what I do. But anyway, guys, God bless. Yahusha saves. And as always, you can drink.